I want you to listen very, very closely to what I'm about to say, and I'm extremely serious about this. You've been lied to. I've been lied to. We've all been lied to about a country that is so full of beauty and love. Bruce Cockburn once sang that he'd seen the face of hope among the hopeless. In Indonesia, I saw the face of happiness among the hopeful. I don't care who you are. Never give me your opinion of this country again until you go see it for yourself. Need a reason to ignore the evening news and book your ticket? I can give you 17,000. So get on it. Be blessed and be a blessing. Be the light and be illuminated. Take away wisdom and leave the people you meet wiser for having met you.
Very important. Very important. Van Halen. Very good. Excellent.
My name is Aaron Falls. I'm a diver, a divulger, an indulgent, and I'm going into the drink. All right, I don't have nearly the time I need to give you the full scope of how amazing this place is. And truth be told, I don't even know the extent of Indonesia's beauty, and I was there for weeks. Straddling the Pacific and Indian Oceans, Indonesia is an archipelago made up of 17,508 different islands. And although 2/3 of those islands are uninhabited, it's still the 4th most populated country on Earth. Since the 7th century, it's been a vital trade route. In the 21st century, Indonesia is now home to the largest population of Muslims in the world, over 200 million. A morally bankrupt media would have you believe this is a reason to stay far away. I shouldn't even have to say this, but it's not. At all. And I'll prove it. So where do I begin? Ah, yes. The gorgeous anomaly that is the island of Bali. About the size of Delaware, Bali is, in religious terms, the glaring exception to the rule. Over 93% of the population practices Balinese Hinduism. It's an island with more temples than homes, and there's over 3 million people living here. You do the math. I've had some outstanding guides over the years, but no one like Komang. I could run my mouth for hours about how great he is, or we could just get rolling. Good idea.
I became a tour guide because of my personal interests. Since when I was in high school, I really like to see tourists. And I love their language. English is my favorite, so I keep learning and practicing. And I got my license to be a tour guide, and I started my profession to be a tour guide. And I love it very much. Make friends all the time, share all the time, go to beautiful places all the time. That's great. Thank you.
What's the secret to learning how to drive in Bali?
There are 2 rules only, very simple. First rule is don't hit. The second rule is don't get hit. That's it.
How poetic. Yep.
So this is the smallest unit of offering by the Balinese people 3 times a day, which consists of 3 main elements. No matter how big the offering is, still not complete without the 3 elements. So the Trinity is the Brahma, the fire, Vishnu, the water, and Shiva, the flower. The creator, Brahma, the fire, the water, the protector, named Vishnu, and Shiva is the destroyer. The symbols is the flower. According to the Hindu belief, the universe is divided into 3 levels. The lowest level over here in this temple is symbolized by the water, that is the world of the low spirits. And then we have the ground, that is the second world level, that is the world of the human being. And then we have the third world is actually mountain. Mountain is the world of the high spirit. So we have the water, the ground, and the mountain. That is the belief of the Hindus.
Komang and I talked about a guy he knew on the other side of the island that was manufacturing rice liquor. Rice wine isn't anything new, but rice liquor, especially one exclusive to Bali and a closely guarded family recipe, well, that's a whole different story. Turns out Komang has more connections than Newark Airport. In an hour, he set up a private tasting for us with the owner of Arak Baras, which I swear felt like a scene out of The Godfather. Okay, now it's getting serious because the lights are on and the glasses are here. This is where we separate the men from the boys. I feel like I should limber up for this one. Cheers. Thank you, sir.
Love it.
That's really good. Excellent, delicious. Thank you very much. Terima kasih.
Mudah-mudahan ya Pak.
Long into the evening, Bali never let up. It had a relentless energy, and you could feel it pulse in the air. I felt like a newborn, all my senses pushed to the point of overload. Something inside me was either beginning or starting over. I was born again. And it was just the beginning. Bali was my conversion, but I was about to get baptized in the outer reaches of a place called Sulawesi, on the edge of the Banda Sea. I was ready. I wanted to drown in the joy of going deeper into the middle of nowhere. I wanted to get lost. I wanted to draw closer. Get inspired. Be mystified. Our base of operations in Sulawesi is a little slice of heaven called Wakatobi, which has a very well-deserved reputation as the definitive luxury dive resort. And when I say luxury, I mean it. Someone in charge here either was or worked with rock stars and royalty long enough to design a resort that takes care of more wants and needs than you, quite frankly, thought you had. Even more impressive, though, is the quality of the reef systems under its jurisdiction. And I'll gladly go on record as saying that the house reef at Wakatobi is by far the best of any resort I've been to. I highly doubt there's a place out there that could even give them a run for their money.
So, the reef, you've got a pretty amazing stretch of house reef there. I mean, it's, of any house reef I've ever been to, it's absolutely the most impressive. And I don't imagine that was an accident.
Lawrence Mader, who is the founder of Wakatobi, who came here first, he had researched where the most pristine reefs in the world was. And he was towed around the area here for 4 months just to find the right reef.
On, like,
behind the fishing boats, snorkel and mask, and just be towed behind the fishing
hanging
boats
on a line and
for
just
months.
Wow.
The main reason behind Wakatobi's success is their groundbreaking reef leasing program, which has implications way past the boundaries of the property. Henrik Rosen is co-owner of Wakatobi. In all the time we've been friends, I've never had a chance to sit him down and ask him about what is quite possibly the most revolutionary idea for profitable environmental management.
So on a monthly basis now, we provide all the villages with monthly payments which go towards their programs that they have, and in exchange we ask that they help to preserve the marine environment here, and that they only fish pelagic fish and they don't take the fish from the reefs themselves.
But the journalist in me wasn't going to be totally satisfied until I talked to the people who, more than anyone else, stand to lose or gain the most by this program. The fishermen themselves.
Bagaimana ikan besar atau ikan dan banyak atau tidak?
Sekarang setelah ada PT Wakatobi Resort, ikan dia tambah banyak dan banyak yang besar.
So more and bigger.
More and bigger the fish.
Wow. I went and talked to some fishermen today. Everybody that we talked to said that not only are they seeing more fish, they're seeing bigger fish. The conclusion I'm drawing from this is what makes this work is that it's a business solution. It's not just throwing money at an issue. It's a transaction.
Because we knew that providing the local community with a part of what we were envisioning was a key building block to this. We had to start there. We had to build a foundation first. If we would have waited until someday when we had a little bit of money and then hopefully shared with the local community, it would never have worked. That would have been like building a house with a roof first and with a weak foundation.
Henrik's a smart guy, and smart guys never tell you anything. They show you. I must say, I am very, very glad he did.
Have you bring this in?
I can't take credit for all of it.
Come on, walk in now. I'll follow you.
I believe I owe the teacher an apology at this point.
When you bring in like a big box like that, I mean, what does that mean in terms of, you know, supplies for the kids?
We spend an enormous amount of money on the local community on a monthly basis. This is the most significant and visible way that we do it.
I mean, obviously the sports equipment is like, and in any school system, that's a big deal. Supply
It's also
that.
a little bit easier for the kids to enjoy and to feel, hey, we're gonna play, rather than, oh wow, I got a book.
Only the rainforests of Brazil match the environmental complexity of Indonesia. And in terms of marine biodiversity, there's no place on Earth that even comes close. This is a place so swollen with life that it's impossible to exaggerate the truth. It's been a long time since I had a what the hell is that moment underwater, but here it was happening just about every time I turned my head. You are literally bathed in life, whether you see it or not. As the day gives way to night, that doesn't change. It's just a different cast of characters you're amazed by. I saw more species than I had room for on my memory card. Apa kabar? How are you?
How are you?
That's correct?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Bagus.
Bagus.
I'm good.
Yeah, fine.
Boleh, yes?
Yes.
Tidak.
Tidak.
No. Who told me the other day that you could go from one island, or just a few islands, there could be many different languages just in those islands right next to each other?
I think seven. 7 language. In one island.
In one island,
Yes.
you could have 7 different traditional
Yes.
languages. Wow. That's kind of, it's kind of like Cambridge, Massachusetts, to be honest with you. In the months following my return from Indonesia, those who know me best have told me that I'm a different person. There's a weight lifted from my spirit. A very real sea change has occurred. I don't know how anyone can go to Indonesia and not leave radically transformed, ready to shed the unnecessary clutter from their lives. It's an easy lesson to learn, but very difficult to put into practice. Humility. But humility breeds compassion, which breeds concern that ultimately leads to cooperation. The fruit of this, which I saw so vividly in Indonesia, is happiness. And happiness is far simpler and easier to attain than I ever thought. Remain humble and you'll find God in everything around you. Well, maybe that's a stretch. There wasn't anything holy about the roadside fruit. That fruit actually hurt my feelings a little bit. I was actually a little offended by that fruit. I thought he said it was going to taste like ice cream, right? Didn't he say? There you go, Doug.
Sounds like they're talking to you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if it's welcome to Indonesia or get the hell out of my yard.
All right. And scene.
How many shots of fruit bats does Mark Santa Maria need to complete a sequence about fruit bats that will last 30 seconds?
It's okay, the spiders will not come and get you. Except this one! There!
Dude,
The best part is they drop down. Like you
dude,
walk under
no,
a
they
tree,
don't drop
they
down.
drop down.
No,
Yes,
they don't.
do.
They don't drop down on people in
Yeah, they
Indonesia.
do.